Hello, my lady, and welcome to the Renaissance Fair. My name is King
We're trying to take a
Aragak,
picture. Wait, sorry.
and I was wondering if you'd like to be my princess for the day. I am very interested in your beauty fund.
Can you actually just take a photo of us? We just
Photo? What is that? I don't actually know what that is because it is the year 1309. What is this? Some sort of mirror into the future?
Influencer posts photo in business class cabin before returning to her seat in economy.
Ah, what a classic story. When this thing blew up, everybody became skeptical of every luxurious photo that you come across on Instagram. These people aren't wealthy and you're not doing bad in comparison. If anything, they're broker than you. They rent their exotic cars. They rent their private jets. Selfies on yachts? That's not their boat. They were invited there along with 20 other pretty Everybody who is listening right now, don't take it personal when you see photos like that online. They're not real. Your life is fine. You're doing great. They're probably in a worse position than you. Oh my God. I don't know who is more embarrassing in this situation, the white woman or the black guy who's with this woman, bro. What? This dude is dating the equivalent of a black square post on Instagram in 2020. I seriously can't believe that this was posted online. I can't believe someone actually took this photo thinking that they're doing something, man. This is just embarrassing. Disney movies are color graded dark to disguise the flat lighting they use in front of green screens since they don't plan out their VFX shots. This is all because they start filming before the scripts are finished. They're hoping you won't notice the shadows don't match the backgrounds. Oh my God, it looks like a video game! You'd think Disney, with their nearly infinite access to resources, would somehow manage to make a movie look decent, but apparently not. Also, Cruella was mid. I don't know why everybody thought that was a great movie. It was lame. They didn't need to make it. Seriously, if you wear one of these, you should be ostracized from society. It is incredibly annoying to see someone fiddle with their anxiety scale to tell other people how they're feeling. Are you serious? You can't use your words? Now, teenagers wearing this, I understand, because teenagers are working with half of a brain. But if I'm walking around campus and I see a grown person, somebody who is as old or older than me, walking around with a overstimulation scale, I promise you the next words out of my mouth are going to be nothing but jokes and just verbal assault, because you need to hear it. You need to hear it. You are too old to be walking around with existential dread on a scale from 0 to 10. What the
Former Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer reveals that she regrets buying Tumblr instead of Netflix or Hulu. Yahoo bought Tumblr in 2013 for $1.1 billion, but by the time it was sold in 2019, the value of the platform was reportedly down to $3 million.
Let me get this straight. You slept on purchasing the only two profitable streaming services out there and instead bought Tumblr and removed all the value. The value being the titties. You took titties off of Tumblr and expected it to still be worth $1.1 billion? Yeah, sounds like somebody needs to lose their job. I have no words. Half of y'all would hit. No, I disagree. Matter of fact, put up a poll. Well, I'm telling you, most people wouldn't. Oh my God! 60%. 60% of people would tap that? And what are you tapping? Does she have two genitals? And why is she only wearing underwear in the front?
Pornhub blocks access in Utah over age verification law.
So just to be 100% clear, Utah asked Pornhub to make sure only adults access their website, and Pornhub is upset about this? Yup, the site Pornhub is throwing a hissy fit, all because the state of Utah wants to make sure adult content is only accessible to adults. Like seriously, this should be a law for all states. It should be only accessible to adults. No 12-year-old has any business being on that website. Oh my God, when he went on Tinder right in front of me after taking my virginity. Tinder was your first sexual experience? I don't understand why you're upset. It seems like you didn't really value your virginity in the first place if you're going onto Tinder. A literal hookup app. Like, there's no love to be found on that app. Like, seriously, what type of dude do you expect to find on Tinder? Certainly not somebody who cares about you. Egypt is concerned about the historical accuracy of casting a black Cleopatra. I didn't hear you complaining when all them mummy movies came out. Reanimated mummies aren't real. The mummy movies were historical fiction. You know what wasn't historical fiction? The actual historical figure of Cleopatra, a pharaoh of the Ptolemaic dynasty who was Macedonian. She was not sub-Saharan African like they are portraying her in the quote-unquote documentary. The outrage isn't that confusing, really. Everybody's made it very plain for everyone else to understand why that documentary is incredibly incorrect. Taylor Swift fan Jacob Lewis was sadly killed by a drunk driver after leaving Taylor's concert with his sister on Friday. They're white. Why would I donate or retweet stuff like this? Anyway, rest in peace. You know, comments like that and thoughts like that catch up with somebody, man. One day someone's not going to help you for an arbitrary reason like your race. It's almost inevitable because for whatever reason you think you can get away with being awful to somebody just because of how they were born. Race is never an excuse to just be mean to someone and be rude. You could just not donate. You could have just said that. I'm not going to donate because I don't know this person personally. I don't really care that much, but no, instead you made it all about race. And karma is a bitch. So I hope you're ready for whatever happens to you, bro. And I better not see you cry on Twitter.
Wait, hurry up. Get ice cream. Let me taste it. Alright, hurry up, put it back. Hurry up, put it back. Come on, let's run.
Hello, valued employee. You won an extra 10-minute break, but there's some rules with it. 1. Give at least 24-hour notice. 2. You don't have to pick the same day. 3. It cannot be added to your regular breaks. 4. It expires in 30 days. And 5. Choose wisely. I hope you have fun. 1 has to go. Ooh. Just because I'm not a Fortnite fan, I gotta get rid of Fortnite. I know, it's not fair. I just haven't played it. I haven't really gotten into it. Oh my god, do men actually still play video games? This is why y'all are unemployed and don't have real jobs like me. Mia, I'm gonna need you to put that opinion here, okay? I'm gonna need you to put it in there because we're not dealing with that right now, okay? My first grader was suspended 17 times this year and 20 times last year. New York doesn't need new charter schools. Whose fault is that? It sounds like somebody needs to parent their child 20 times? Are you serious? I've only been suspended once in my entire life. It was in 3rd grade, and that shit put the fear of God in me. I was never, ever a bad student after that, okay? It was 3 days in school suspension. Never again. Never again will I ever curse out my teacher.
Yeah, but that's cooking on.
These climate activists decided to break into a shipping yard and glue themselves to an oil tanker. They were advocating for the stop of all new fossil fuel production. But something the protesters didn't realise is that they glued themselves to a tanker full of vegetable cooking oil.
This new Israeli dance performance is an anti-fascist warning. What the f is going on? Maybe I'm just an imbecile. Maybe my brain is completely smooth like a cue ball. But I don't know how getting pink eye is somehow anti-fascist. Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus, can we please get some context? Because, yes, is it possible for you to milk a horse? Yeah, you can. But without that crucial context, the horse looks like a victim. Straight up, a victim of something god-awful. Ugh. Results. Your IQ is 80. Your IQ is in the top 90.8%. In a room of 1,000 people, you would be smarter than 91 of them. So, what field of science should I get into with an IQ of 80? Lab animal. That would be your role. If you could just be the guinea pig, that would be spectacular. Oh my god, guys, I'm pregnant. This is crazy. This is crazy. Seriously, you're bragging about letting your oppressor nut in you? Imagine being so progressive that you're against interracial relationships. Isn't that something? Disney is slammed over its characters' noses as viewers warn cartoons are sending dangerous message to little girls by giving all princesses tiny upturned features while only evil and ugly villains have realistic noses. Oh my god, we need to make sure that these fictional characters have realistic noses. Otherwise, little girls might not relate with a character that can literally shoot ice out of her hands. That's crazy. No words start with O and ends with O. Orange. You didn't even try. You didn't even really try. Also, the answer to that is oregano. There you go, easy. Oreo, that's another one. Some people really just don't have value outside of being a fucking degenerate. But hey, thanks for sharing your only use. I'm sure you're valuable to someone out there. Me, when my ex and I broke up and he came into my house and said bye and thank you to my parents, and my mom started crying and said, "I'm so sorry, you deserve so much better than her." Like, she wasn't lying, but what the f, Mom, why'd you have to say that? I'm proud to be Korean. That's really cool. I'm happy for you. I'm proud to be white. I think it's important to be proud of who you are, but I don't think race is something to be proud of. We should celebrate our differences, but also recognize that we're all human beings by the end of the day. I'm proud to be Asian. That's awesome. Rest in peace to this man and his music. But this is evidence white people have no rhythm and harmony. Black people will always be the best in music, sports, entertainment, life, basically. That's why we are hated and feared. What are you on? Why are you bringing race into this? Because some people don't have anything else. If you're a loser, you could always stand on the shoulders of people who look like you, who have actually completed things that are difficult and noteworthy. I find it interesting how often one can tell an artist's political views by their art style alone. What? Nah, that sounds like a generalization. No way can. Yeah, this is totally not a self-insert. This is totally not somebody's desperate attempt to feel good about themselves because they're built like a tube. Oh, shit. Leo, I need you to give me 3 feet. I'm gonna need you to back up. I can smell you through the screen. Now, Leo lives in Portland. Everybody in Portland looks like Leo. Now, my question is, when people move to Portland, does Portland turn you into a goblin like this, or are goblins attracted to the city? Like I said, 2 different baby showers and 2 different homies from Paris, same dress, and this woman's still out here lying. She wanna embarrass my family, I'ma embarrass her. Beware of the hoes. 2 different baby showers with 2 different men? Apparently these guys didn't know that she was cheating. And she had the audacity to appear on camera in front of 2 different families. That is bold. Drunk driving can be a coping mechanism. Not everybody is neurotypical, and sometimes a nice beer on the highway is needed to relax. You know what? Maybe Congress isn't smoking crack. Maybe we really should ban TikTok. Betrayed. I suggested an open marriage to my husband to spice up our sex life. He then fell for his lover, and I was heartbroken. Ooh, I guess it didn't work out in your favor, huh? A lot of people who open up the relationship always think that they're the ones who are going to get laid first, right? But it only becomes a problem when their partner is getting a whole lot more, action than them. Trust me, if you didn't want to have your ego hurt, you should have just left the dude. Instead, you wanted his permission to cheat, and he took that opportunity to trade up. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you get these notifications every time. I have beaten the virus that I caught last week, thank God. So this week there's going to be a ton of content that I should have been working on, but I couldn't because my voice was out of commission. And as always, we gotta thank the Patreon supporters that make content like this possible. A big thank you to Sherry Morrison, Tron Destroy 23, The Eggs 1, Fitz Chivalry, Din Corda, Code Connor Purvis, Ailurus' Mom, Declan, S16, Green Pasta Man, Squish, Rinhex, Mr. Bean, My Golden Experience, James Tucker, Lucas Adams, Big Boy Bailey, BMX30, Cinnamon Sticks, Scott, The Fake Musician, Buckethead, Samantha Bellhart, Admin Faneker, Zach F, Bloody Hunter, Keely, Dundernass Hawk, Lady Laughs a Lot, Swiss Patreon user Noah, and Catherine Taylor. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one in my merch store and one in my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.